All right, here we go again. Buckle up. So they're cursing my blood pressure medicine. Now, for years they cursed it, and what would happen is my blood pressure would go up. A doctor says, somebody would say you got to go see a doctor and get prescribed, like a urgent care or something would say that. So I'd make an appointment, and by the time I got to the doctor, they'd say your blood pressure is too low to give you medicine, and then it would go back up again later. So that is their curse. I mean, it's sick what they do. So today it was the second month on the medicine, which I don't think I had a second month on any medicine I've ever taken. It caused actually the hearing loss. It's an outside chance that happened. We didn't want to prescribe it ever again, but right, see, well, it's Satan. They are with Satan, and Satan has the eye on the planet, and I've told you that. I'm the most intelligent, spiritually oriented person on the planet. I'll tell you that. I'm sure others would tell you that if they weren't afraid to. So I'm in. I order it and I have it delivered. I wasn't going to go a damn place today. I was going to say, darn, they're in here. Yeah, I just want you all to know that the evil is up. So the metaphysical hit is much worse than the missiles that miss everyone. And it isn't only Iran, because what happens is dirty cops will operate against people trying to help you with Iran. It's just the way but they'll say it's a different reason. And they may not even know, but that's the way it works. They enemies of the United States. The people that came after me and come after me are working for the enemies of the United States, and that's where they get their money from and their life from. That's just how that works. That's why you see them going after the veterans and stuff. So I was going to go a darn place nowhere. And all of a sudden I go to the gym. I would have never got to the gym today if I didn't order that blood pressure medicine and have it delivered. So then I call, or I get a call, a text, and it says, "Hey, I'm like, we tried to find you, weren't at home." The last person didn't even ring the door; he just left it. Or if it was reverse, it just shows you how it works, right? I wouldn't want to leave it anyway. But here, listen what happens. So I was a little concerned. I'm like, darn, I really don't like medicine being out. I mean, I don't have a problem with delivery, but when it's going to, well, I didn't know it. I thought they take it right back. But what happened is they drive around with it all day, which I was like, because I went back to the store and she said it's not back yet, and I can't give you a new order because your insurance company uh, thinks it's another, it's too soon to give you additional stuff, so I have to wait till it comes back. So I get a text, it's back. So I go over there, he can't find it, which, again, the curse, but reality is he gave me a new batch, which is really what the system wanted. So I didn't tell him that part. Like the system's going to want you to give me something that wasn't out there all day for 5 hours or whatever it was. Right. All right. Thank you. So he gave me he canceled the other one and ordered it and put the new one in. So I actually did get it. I was afraid for a second my blood pressure wasn't going to go down where, it was down, but it wasn't down like down, You need that upper number in like at least the 120s, Right. And that lower number looks good enough. I think it's in the 80s or something. So, yeah, but it was a little stubborn this time. And I don't know, it could be I'm just healing or whatever it was too. Right. Yeah, he could have put something in me. I don't know. All my fluids in my body thickened. That's all I know. Or a lot of the fluids, not everything. You want to kill somebody, you thicken their fluids, Blood pressure goes up. Sinuses, even my eye fluid was thickening. My vision is still good, but I had those floaters in there. I don't know about these glasses though. I think what I'm thinking is I should have got them done at the ophthalmologist. I only had a far vision one done. I should have told them to do all three. I just don't feel comfortable with this